Take 25 action.
Hello everybody, my name is Oliver Westmoreland. I am an IAA-registered Level 3 immigration advisor and I am senior immigration lawyer at GSN Immigration. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel and click on the bell icon so that you can continue to watch our extremely interesting videos about UK visa and immigration advice and associated subjects. Today's topic, well, I put it in a quick, snappy way. Asylum seekers, what is the situation? There are two things I want to talk about. First of all, I'm sure you may have read this in the papers. UK and France have signed a treaty. It's what you might call, has been called a one in, one out sort of arrangement. You know, so many people come in small boats from France and dangerous journeys. They come in the UK, they claim asylum. UK government and French government have achieved a treaty, which is a supposedly binding international agreement. It works in a funny way like this. If an asylum seeker comes from France to England, England can send them back to France, but France can send one back in return. So the numbers are the same, but that's how it works, how it comes. A person comes from France on an illegal, dangerous journey. They get to shore in England. We can send one of them back. We can one of them back to France, but France can then send another better asylum seeker. Sounds funny, doesn't it? Typically, an asylum seeker who's got connections with the UK, for example, family connections. That's how it seems to work. But let me be honest with you. This moment, where are we today? 18th of September. Is that right, Mr. Shaw?
That's correct.
I just read in the paper, one person has just been removed.
Oh, wow.
So it's better than nothing, isn't it? I don't know if it's going to work. You might have got horrible memories about the Rwanda scheme that was created by the previous Conservative government that failed dismally. This should be better and stronger because France is not like Rwanda. France is a wonderful liberal democracy, as we know. It doesn't have the same problems as the Rwanda agreement. But funnily enough, the problem that has really come up, I saw this in the paper yesterday, I think, was a person resisted, or his lawyers resisted being removed because he was claiming suddenly to be a victim of modern slavery. He brought it up at the last moment. Now, this wasn't about human rights law. It wasn't about asylum law. Asylum law is about modern slavery, which is a different part of the law completely. The government, or the new Home Secretary, Shabana, very angry that these lawyers are frustrating the will of the government. Well, when was it ever different? You know, they must have known all about that kind of stuff. Labour government, they know all about all this kind of stuff, and it's full of lefty lawyers anyway, as we know. She was extremely angry, according to the paper, said it's not right that people should use these modern slavery laws at the last moment to thwart the removal. But anyway, that's what happened. But somebody else, I think they're an Indian national. They've been successfully removed. So one is better than nothing, but I don't want to go further than this because it's like everything. We live in this country, we live in a constitutional democracy with an independent judiciary. That's what we want. There are so many countries in the world that do not have liberal democracy, do not have independent judiciary, and we know all about those in our work with asylum seekers and all that kind of thing. This is the penalty you pay for having a constitutional democracy and independent judiciary. Government can't just do what it likes, I'm afraid. I mean, Labour means they must know all this. Why should they be so surprised? But anyway, that's the way it goes. She says that she will fight to the last drop of blood. Well, she didn't say that, but something. She will fight very strongly against all these last-minute manoeuvres by lawyers. Well, they'll have to change that to Parliament for a start. You know, we live in this kind of system. If the law is wrong, you have to change it in Parliament. Well, they can, can't they? Labour government has a very large majority in the House of Commons. Probably they can, but anyway, that's the way it is. I'm not going to spend more time on this because it's one of these things you have to see how it goes. But today, at this moment, I officially declare, according to my newspaper, one person has been removed under this scheme. One is not enough, but maybe more will come. I want to switch to a different subject, which may be well, at least as effective, or maybe more effective. You know, the family reunion route in the immigration rules. The successful asylum seeker who holds leave as a refugee or as a holder of humanitarian protection. These rules mean for years, as long as I can remember. They are successful. Refugee, holder of humanitarian protection, closely similar, not the same, but closely similar. The family members from their home country or territory can apply to come to the UK. Now, the application is actually from them. It's not from the successful asylum seeker, it's from them. They can apply to come to the UK to rejoin their successful asylum seeker family member. Hence, family reunion. If they were a family, they want to be reunited as a family. Been going for years and years and years and years. The government, this is under the previous Home Secretary, not the Shabana Mahmood, she actually has paused this route, which comes as a bit of a kind of a shock, really. This is making a huge difference. Surely, you claim asylum in the UK. You have an expectation that if your claim is successful, your family can rejoin you. You have that expectation. Everybody knows it. Been going for years and years and years. Suddenly, this is paused by the government, by the Home Office, by the Home Secretary. I want you to see the complete difference here. Modern slavery, it's an act of parliament. You have to change the act of parliament to make something different. Family reunion rules come in the immigration rules, which can be changed very, very easily by the Home Office. Very easily indeed. It doesn't need an act of parliament or anything like that. Home Office one just says, oh, we're going to change the rules. That's it, sorry. And it can take that overnight. It's a lot different from Act of Parliament. It just shows how the different parts of the law in immigration area, how they work differentially. Home Secretary, or ex-Home Secretary, has paused this route from 4th of September. If the application was made before 4th of September, it's good and strong. But if it's made after, I think that's 3 p.m. on 4th of September, it's not good and strong. It doesn't work, doesn't happen. And they say, well, Home Office says, well, the new Home Secretary seems every bit as strong as the last one. So I can make up, maybe more. A new route will be created until about spring 2026. But everybody knows it's going to be harder and more onerous. Everybody knows. So at the moment, everybody knows that as this route is paused, someone who wants to apply would have to apply under Appendix FM. This is very much harder. Family reunion route is very, very easy. You have to prove relationship, that it exists, and it still exists now. Children subsisting, no income requirement at all, no accommodation requirement at all, no English language requirement at all. Extremely easy application. It's gone for the moment and gone forever. I think everybody knows whatever new rule might come, it's going to be much more onerous. Everybody knows it. It's pretty clear. So we've got this. I'm not quite sure if it's a double whammy. Maybe it's a 1.5 whammy. UK treaty. I'm not sure if it's going to work or not. It's like in this country always. Government has a bright idea, gets challenged in the courts. It gets actually bogged down and stopped. Like Rwanda, it got bogged down in the court, and it was just stopped, clogged up to death. Whether the same thing's going to happen with this, I wouldn't like to predict, honestly. I think there's some double whammy, 1.5 whammy. I think asylum seekers are not doing well at the moment. This new Labour government, as we've said on this vlog many times, this new Labour government is tougher than the last Conservative government. Because, we're anti-immigrants, we're strong, but this new Labour government, they say stronger and so far, well, at least as effectively. Now, we've raised a few issues. Mr. Shah, do you have any questions?
Well, thank you very much for diving into this broad area. Now, You mentioned that the government has basically paused family reunion applications suddenly, 3 p.m., 4th of September.
Exactly.
And if someone had applied before that, you mentioned that they should be fine.
Yeah, and the application goes as normal. Yeah.
Perfect. So would it be safe to say if someone's applied before 3 p.m. on 4th of September, they're fine?
Well, I can't say they're fine, but that applicant will be considered in the normal way.
Perfect.
And it's a very easy application, pretty much.
Great. And if anyone would want to apply now, they basically just can't apply
They can't.
until next year spring.
It's a free application, so you don't get your fee returned because there is no fee, but you can't do it.
Wow. So do you think when the rules do change next year and these applications, maybe restart, there may be requirement of English language for the people to come over?
Possible.
Financial requirement,
Possible.
accommodation, etc.
Yes, possible.
Wow.
I can't say, but very, very possible, yes.
So although the refugee may not have had to meet the English language
the
requirement.
refugee never has to meet English language, of course, nor accommodation or finance, but the family members might have to entirely. And the way that this Labour government goes, the mentality, any of those things is highly possible, I would say.
Wow. Okay, and potentially high fees as well, immigration
Well,
surcharge.
could there be fees? I mean, at the moment, there are no fees in Islam at all whatsoever. Could there be fees? Who knows?
True. Okay.
This is unknown territory.
It is for now. It's a very grey area for now. There's no
Well, I mean,
information.
the Conservative government, they never thought about interfering with those rules, but this government, they have.
True. And has the new Home Secretary said anything about it so far?
No, she didn't need to. Just let me remind you, the full one's called Yvette Cooper. They changed so quick. The new one, Shabana Mahmood, she hasn't said anything extra, but from what she says, she is at least as tough as Yvette Cooper.
Wow. Okay. Great. Well, thank you very much for elaborating on these.
My pleasure.
And we see you in the next vlog.
See you next time. Stay out of trouble.